Svalbard Global Seed Vault for the future of mankind. What if one morning you woke up to find the earth had lost all its seeds? No rice, no wheat, no corn, just silence in the soil. Fortunately, that chilling scenario remains science fiction, because 200 feet deep beneath a mountain of frozen rock in the Arctic, humanity has built its greatest insurance policy, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. A vault in the middle of nowhere. About halfway between Norway and the North Pole lies a small, icy archipelago called Svalbard. Most people never go there unless they're scientists, miners, or very lost penguins. It's a place of endless winter, polar bears, and northern lights, so bright they make the snow sparkle like sugar. But tucked inside a mountain on the island of Spitsbergen stands one of humanity's most extraordinary creations, a tunnel leading to a vault filled with the seeds of almost every crop on Earth. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault opened in 2008, and at first glance, it doesn't look like much, just a concrete wedge jutting out of a snowy slope. But look closer. Its entrance is crowned by a shimmering art installation made of mirrors and prisms, designed to reflect the Arctic sun and glow a mysterious blue-green at night. It looks part spaceship, part cathedral, a glowing promise of life in a land of ice. Behind those doors lies something truly astonishing, the world's backup of life itself. Beyond the apocalypse, the vault's defenses. The Svalbard Vault has been called the Doomsday Vault, and for good reason. It was built to endure just about anything the future can throw at us, from natural disasters to nuclear meltdowns. The vault sits 130 meters above sea level, safe from floods. Even if every glacier melts, it's buried deep in solid rock and surrounded by permafrost, which helps maintain a steady temperature of minus 18 degrees Celsius, minus 0.4 degrees Fahrenheit, perfect for long-term seed preservation. Even if the power fails, the frozen mountain would keep the seeds safe for decades. 5 steel security doors guard the entrance, leading down a long, echoing tunnel that feels more like a movie set than a storage room. The whole structure is designed to last at least 200 years. It could probably survive an asteroid strike, though let's not test that theory. In short, it's the safest refrigerator on the planet. Why save seeds in ice? Every seed carries a story, a recipe for life written in DNA. Wheat from Syria, rice from the Philippines, beans from Mexico, potatoes from Peru. Each one represents centuries of farming, adaptation, and survival. But all around the world, these living legacies are at risk. Wars, floods, fires, and climate change can destroy entire seed collections in moments. That's why Svalbard exists as the backup of all backups, the Noah's Ark of crops. If disaster strikes, scientists can return to Svalbard and retrieve the building blocks of agriculture to start anew. A cold but friendly place. Inside the vault, long rows of shelves hold boxes of seeds from nearly every nation on Earth. Some are wooden, some plastic, some cardboard, each labeled with quiet pride. On one shelf, seeds from North Korea sit right beside those from South Korea. Across the aisle, boxes from Russia and Ukraine rest side by side. Outside these icy walls, these countries may not be on speaking terms, but in Svalbard, they're allies in the most important mission of all, protecting the future of food. The Seed Vault is proof that even in a divided world, cooperation can bloom in the cold. When the vault saved the day. In 2015, the Svalbard Vault was called into action. During the war in Syria, the country's seed bank in Aleppo was destroyed. Scientists from the International Center for Agricultural Research in the Dry Areas, ICARDA, turned to Svalbard for help. The vault released duplicates of the Syrian seeds so that researchers could replant them and rebuild their collection. A few years later, ICARDA returned those same seeds, replenished and restored, to the vault in Norway. It was a perfect circle of protection, a backup for humanity that had done exactly what it was built to do. A global effort for the future. Today, the vault holds over 1 million seed samples, representing more than 13,000 years of human agriculture. Each packet is a time capsule, preserving traits like drought resistance, disease tolerance, and flavor, all the genetic diversity that future generations of farmers and scientists will need. The vault is managed by the Norwegian government in partnership with the Crop Trust and the Nordic Genetic Resource Center. The Crop Trust is particularly vital. It provides most of the annual operational funding and helps gene banks in developing countries. With the difficult logistics and costs of packaging and shipping their precious seeds to this Arctic stronghold, when the vault officially opened in 2008, the first box of seeds placed inside by Norway's Prime Minister and Nobel Peace Prize winner Wangari Maathai contained rice varieties from the International Rice Research Institute. It was a symbolic choice, highlighting the world's most important and universal food crop, rice, the grain that feeds half the planet. Inside the world's coolest library, if you were one of the rare few allowed inside, you'd first notice the silence, thick and complete. Every footstep echoes off icy concrete. Your breath crystallizes in the air. It's so cold and still that even time seems frozen. And yet, inside those tiny seeds sleeps an entire planet's future. Forests, farms, flowers, and food, all waiting for their cue to return to the sunlight. The vault holds the staples of civilization, rice, wheat, and corn, but it also safeguards more surprising treasures. Wild strawberry varieties from Germany and over 150 types of eggplant from South America. Each deposit protects traits like hardiness, flavor, and pest resistance, no matter how minor the crop may seem today. Some scientists joke that the vault is the world's coolest library. Others say it's where plants go to chill. And really, they're not wrong. It's a quiet, icy monument to hope, cooperation, and survival. The seeds of tomorrow. Why does this matter? Because genetic diversity, the rich variety of plant species, is our best shield against hunger, disease, and climate change. Without it, our food systems would be dangerously fragile. We need ancient varieties to help breed new ones that can survive droughts, heat waves, and pests. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault is not just about storing seeds, it's about storing the possibility of tomorrow. It's our promise to future generations that even if we fail through war, greed, or carelessness, we've left them something to start again. A legacy in the ice. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault stands as a monument to human foresight, cooperation, and care. It whispers one message to all of us. The future isn't stored in high-tech servers or golden bars. It's frozen, silent, and waiting in a small packet of seeds. It is a quiet, cold, and permanent promise that no matter how dark the winter, humanity is already planning for the world's next spring.
It's time to study new words in context. 1. Vault. Definition: a secured room or space used to store valuable or important things safely. Often protected against damage or theft. Example: the museum kept its most precious artifacts in a vault deep underground. 2. Archipelago. Definition: a group or chain of islands, clustered together in the same body of water. Example: Indonesia is an archipelago made up of thousands of islands. 3. Jutting. Definition: sticking out from a surface or place in a noticeable or sharp way. Example: a large rock was jutting out from the hillside where hikers passed. 4. Apocalypse. Definition: a major and sudden disaster that causes massive destruction, or the end of the world as we know it. Example: in many movies, an apocalypse occurs when Earth is struck by a giant asteroid. 5. Doomsday. Definition: a time or event when terrible things are expected to happen. Often imagined as the end of human civilization. Example: some people store extra food and water in case a doomsday event ever occurs. 6. Permafrost. Definition: a layer of soil or ground that stays frozen all year long. Found mostly in very cold northern regions. Example: buildings in Arctic towns must be built carefully, because the permafrost beneath them can shift when it warms. 7. On speaking terms. Definition: having a relationship in which people are willing to talk to each other politely, usually after a disagreement or conflict. Example: After their argument, the two friends were barely on speaking terms for weeks. 8. Replenished. Definition: refreshed or filled up again after being used or emptied. Example: the water bottles were replenished before the hikers continued their journey. 9. Gene bank. Definition: a storage facility where seeds, plants, or genetic material from living organisms are kept safe for scientific research and future use. Example: the gene bank preserves thousands of seed varieties, so researchers can study them for future agriculture. 10. Staple. Definition: a basic food or product that is used regularly and forms an essential part of daily life or a region's diet. Example: rice is a staple food for millions of people around the world. 11. Traits. Definition: qualities or characteristics that make something different or unique, especially inherited features in plants, animals, or people. Example: farmers choose seeds with traits like drought resistance to grow stronger crops.
Comprehension questions. 1. What is the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, and where is it located? Answer: the Svalbard Global Seed Vault is a secure storage facility designed to preserve seeds from around the world in case of global disasters. It is located on the island of Spitsbergen, part of the Svalbard archipelago, about halfway between Norway and the North Pole. 2. Why was the seed vault built deep inside a mountain in the Arctic? Answer: it was built inside a mountain to keep the seeds naturally frozen and protected. The Arctic's permafrost helps maintain a temperature of -18 degrees Celsius, perfect for long-term preservation. The remote location also protects it from war, floods, or other disasters. 3. What nickname is often used for the seed vault, and why? Answer: it's often called the Doomsday Vault, because it's designed to survive even the most catastrophic events, like wars, climate disasters, or nuclear fallout, and to ensure the survival of Earth's agricultural diversity. 4. How is the seed vault protected from natural and man-made disasters? Answer: it's built 130 meters above sea level to avoid flooding, buried deep in rock for stability, surrounded by permafrost, and guarded by 5 steel security doors. Even if the power fails, it would take decades for the seeds to thaw. 5. What is the main purpose of storing seeds from around the world? Answer: the purpose is to preserve the genetic diversity of crops, ensuring that if disasters destroy local seed collections, scientists can use the stored seeds to rebuild agriculture and protect humanity's food supply. 6. Give an example of when the seed vault was actually used to help restore lost seeds. Answer: during the Syrian civil war, the seed bank in Aleppo was destroyed. Scientists retrieved backup seeds from Svalbard, replanted them, and later returned new samples to the vault, proving the system works exactly as intended. 7. Which organizations manage the seed vault? And what special role does the Crop Trust play? Answer: the vault is managed by the Norwegian government, the Crop Trust, and the Nordic Genetic Resource Center. The Crop Trust funds most of the vault's annual operations, and helps developing countries send their seeds safely to Svalbard. 8. What was the very first seed deposit made when the vault opened in 2008? Answer: the first deposit was rice varieties from the International Rice Research Institute, placed inside by Norway's Prime Minister and Nobel Peace Prize winner Wangari Maathai. It symbolized the importance of rice as a global food source. 9. How many seed samples does the vault currently hold? And what does this represent? Answer: it holds over 1 million seed samples, representing 13,000 years of agricultural history. Each seed type preserves valuable traits such as flavor, drought resistance, and pest tolerance. 10. Why is Svalbard considered a place of peace and cooperation? Answer: because nations that may be political rivals, like North and South Korea or Russia and Ukraine, still send seeds and cooperate in Svalbard. Inside the vault, science and humanity unite beyond politics. 11. What kinds of seeds are stored there besides the usual staples, like rice and wheat? Answer: in addition to staple crops, the vault holds wild strawberries from Germany, and over 150 types of eggplant from South America. These lesser-known crops preserve rare genes that may help future farming innovations. 12. Why is genetic diversity in seeds important for the future? Answer: genetic diversity allows scientists to breed new, stronger crop varieties that can resist diseases, survive climate change, and adapt to new growing conditions, ensuring food security for future generations. 13. How does the article describe the feeling of being inside the seed vault? Answer: it's described as silent, cold, and almost timeless, with air so still that time feels frozen. The atmosphere gives visitors a deep sense of awe, knowing they're surrounded by the world's living future, asleep in millions of tiny seeds. 14. What humorous nicknames do scientists give the seed vault? Answer: they call it the world's coolest library, and joke that it's where plants go to chill. These nicknames highlight both its icy temperature and its role as a peaceful archive of global plant life. 15. What is the final message or theme of the article? Answer: the main message is one of hope and foresight, that the Svalbard Global Seed Vault is a symbol of human cooperation and our determination to protect life for the future. As the article beautifully concludes, the future isn't stored in high-tech servers or golden bars. It's frozen, silent, and waiting in a small packet of seeds.